Welcome to a chilling exploration into the life and crimes of one of Pakistan's most prolific and haunting figures, Javed Iqbal. His story remains a haunting enigma, a tale of terror and tragedy that gripped a nation. Imagine a narrative where innocence was shattered and darkness lurked within a seemingly ordinary neighborhood. Join us as we delve into the depths of a serial killer's mind, where the shadows of his deeds still cast a haunting presence. Today, we journey into the spine-chilling saga of Javed Iqbal, a name that sends shivers down the spine of those who know it. His tale, once a chilling headline from the past, has been resurrected, drawing renewed interest sparked by a recent film and a surge of online discussions. This notorious figure, a chapter in Pakistan's history of crime, has once again emerged into the limelight. Stay tuned as we unravel the disturbing legacy of a man whose actions shook a nation to its core. In the crowded neighborhoods of Lahore, a series of harrowing vanishings sent shockwaves through the city. Among the unfortunate victims were Faisal Razak, a 9-year-old laborer at a cardboard workshop, Shakil Hassan, a 13-year-old schoolboy, and several others from similar humble backgrounds. These boys, forced by circumstances into labor or wandering the streets, vanished without a trace, leaving families in agonizing uncertainty. Their stories, tragically similar, reflected the vulnerability of children in impoverished communities. Working long hours or attending school, these boys shared a common thread of poverty, struggling families, and a lack of adequate protection. As they left their homes for work or school, they became prey to a predator lurking within the labyrinthine streets of Lahore, a predator who would later be revealed as Javed Iqbal. Ejaz Muhammad, affectionately known as Kaka, and his brother, teenage masseurs wandering the streets, crossed paths with Javed Iqbal one fateful day. It was an encounter marked by deception and tragedy. Lured by promises of work and monetary gains, the brothers were led to Iqbal's residence on Ravi Road, an innocuous-looking house concealing the horrors within. Separated from his brother, Kaka entered the house to meet Iqbal, expecting an opportunity to earn. However, this meeting sealed Kaka's fate as he became yet another victim ensnared by the malevolent designs of the serial killer. It was the last time anyone saw Kaka alive, a moment etched in the tragic tapestry of Iqbal's reign of terror. The macabre truths hidden behind the facade of Iqbal's unassuming abode on Ravi Road came to light when journalists and authorities uncovered a scene of horror. Acid-filled drums, containers holding human remains in various stages of decomposition, and personal effects belonging to the missing boys were among the chilling discoveries. The media exploded with the shocking revelations, thrusting the story into the public eye. The ghastly discoveries at Iqbal's residence sent tremors of horror and disgust across the nation. As the extent of the horrors unfolded through relentless media coverage, families of the missing boys were confronted with a horrifying reality, leading to an outpouring of grief and public outrage. The sheer magnitude of Iqbal's atrocities shook the foundations of a city already grappling with fear and insecurity. Javed Iqbal's past offers glimpses into a troubled upbringing and a fractured sense of identity. Raised in poverty and grappling with family rejection due to his effeminate traits, Iqbal faced a turbulent journey from an early age. Exhibiting disturbing signs of aggression and deviant behavior, he showed early inclinations towards cruelty, traits that would later manifest into heinous acts. His struggles with his identity and the rejection from his family played a pivotal role in shaping his distorted worldview. These challenges, coupled with early instances of predatory behavior, hinted at a disturbed mind simmering beneath the surface. Iqbal's modus operandi revolved around exploiting the vulnerabilities of impoverished children, luring them with promises of money or work, before ensnaring them in his web of malevolence. His transformation into a more brutal predator stemmed from a violent attack on him. an incident that seemed to unleash a more sadistic and relentless side of his nature. This turning point led Iqbal down a darker path, escalating the brutality of his crimes. The investigation into Iqbal's crimes was marred by systemic flaws, police negligence, and an array of loopholes. Despite numerous reports of missing children, authorities failed to act promptly or connect the dots, allowing Iqbal to continue his spree of horror unchecked for a prolonged period. The courtroom drama surrounding Iqbal's trial was intense. His demeanor during the proceedings, marked by nonchalance and an unsettling calmness, unnerved many. The prosecution faced challenges in presenting a cohesive case due to the magnitude of the atrocities and the complexities surrounding the evidence. The controversial judgment pronounced sentencing Iqbal and his accomplice Sabir to death for the murders. However, the subsequent events cast a shadow of doubt over the case. Both Iqbal and Sabir, while in prison, took their own lives, leaving unanswered questions and lingering doubts about the truth behind their demise. The suicides raised suspicions of whether justice was truly served or if there were underlying factors contributing to their deaths, leaving a haunting aftermath to this gruesome chapter in Pakistan's history. Javed Iqbal's crimes reverberated with shock and horror, etching a chilling legacy in the annals of Pakistani society. His systematic abduction, abuse, and murder of over 100 innocent children shook the nation to its core, exposing the vulnerabilities within society and the failures of law enforcement. The heinous nature of Iqbal's acts transcended mere criminality. It was a stark reflection of societal neglect, where marginalized and vulnerable children became easy prey. The profound impact of his atrocities echoed beyond the immediate victims and families, instilling fear and disbelief across communities. It sparked outrage, fostering a collective sense of insecurity and an urgent call for reform in safeguarding the nation's youth. The glaring systemic failures highlighted by Iqbal's case demand introspection and a proactive approach towards protecting vulnerable children. The lack of swift and coordinated action from law enforcement agencies, loopholes in the judicial system, and societal neglect played significant roles in allowing Iqbal's reign of terror to persist unchecked. It underscores the urgent need for better resources, protocols, and advocacy to protect those most susceptible to such predators. This sobering chapter in Pakistani history serves as a wake-up call, urging policymakers, communities, and individuals to prioritize the safety and well-being of children. It prompts a crucial conversation about bolstering child protection mechanisms, fostering awareness, and advocating for a more vigilant and compassionate society that stands as a shield against such malevolence. It's imperative to learn from these tragedies, channeling collective efforts towards a future where the innocence of children is safeguarded and their well-being is non-negotiable.